Welcome back. In this episode, we're going to learn about guiding art, block building, and sensory experiences. Preschool children are curious about the world around them. They thrive on hands-on experiences that encourage creative exploration. From them, art activities can be learned opportunities. Using their imaginations, young children can think, plan, and create their own ideas. Their need for movement, self-expression, and achievement is filled by working with modeling materials. Like physical development, there's a sequence to drawing skills. While developing basic skills using art media, young children are expressing feelings and ideas. So join me, Miss Trott, as we learn all about guiding art, block building, and sensory experiences. Art promotes physical, social, emotional, and cognitive growth in children. Physical growth is promoted through the movements involved in painting, coloring, drawing, scribbling, and playing with clay. Social growth is promoted by art as well. Art experiences help children learn responsibility. Children learn to respect the property of others, value work and ideas of others, and taking turns. Art experiences also promote emotional growth. Through creative activities, children are provided a means of communication other than verbalization. They can transform their feelings and ideas into a visual form. Through art, they learn to communicate feelings non-verbally. Cognitive growth is promoted by exploring, experimenting, and problem-solving with many materials and tools. Children also learn visual discrimination skills, cause and effect relationships, and experimentation. There are two types of art experiences. One type is product-centered art, which focuses on a model and step-by-step instruction by the teacher. Process-centered art, on the other hand, focuses on the child's interest and development. It results in the children's unique and original work. Process-centered art experiences are much more developmentally appropriate, and when commenting on children's art experiences, the teacher should also focus on the process, not the end product. As a caregiver, you must be creative in your approach to art. You must observe in order to find new ways to expand children's learning experiences. A good art program allows children to think, discover, and express their ideas. It also provides them with time to experiment and explore new materials and techniques. You will want to model respect for children's work by using focused attention and language. Foster independence by telling children what tools and supplies are available and encouraging their use. Observe the children and what they are doing and focus on the process when commenting on the children's art. Your goal is to make the children feel successful and confident. In guiding art experiences, the teacher will decide what type of activities, materials, and techniques will be used and introduced. Children move through three distinct stages as they build art skills. The stages are scribble, basic form, pictorial drawing, which are sometimes referred to as first drawings. Knowing these stages helps child care workers plan activities that reflect children's skill levels. The first stage is called the scribble stage. This usually occurs between 18 months and 3 years of age. Children make dots, lines, multiple lines, and zigzags. Often they hold the drawing tools in their fists. They enjoy the physical sensation of moving and marking tools across a page. The art produced in this stage is merely a product of the experience. The second stage in art skill development of children is basic form. This often occurs between the ages 3 and 4. In this stage, children learn and recognize basic forms such as circles, rectangles, and squares. They now have more control over movements and better hand-eye coordination. As a result, they can control their lines to create these basic forms. The third stage in art skill development of children is pictorial drawing stage. This occurs between ages 4 and 5. Children can draw marks that are representational of pictures. They attempt to mimic their view of the world. There are many types of painting activities that children will be eager to do. Included are easel, finger painting, string painting, texture painting, salt painting, mono painting, spice painting, and chalk painting. You can also have utensil painting and object painting. From these experiences, children learn to apply the correct amount of paint and to recognize color and shapes. They also learn about sizes and textures. Another art experience is molding. Play-Doh, clay, and plasticine are open-ended materials that can be molded and formed. Children enjoy the tactile appeal of these responsive materials, and because they can be reshaped, they stimulate the imagination and allow children the freedom to change their minds. Children's play with molding materials reflects their developmental level. Regardless of age, children have fun developing their small and large motor coordination skills. Molding can also provide an emotional outlet for children to express and explore their feelings. Collages are two-dimensional arrangements of many materials. Making collages is another art experience that gives children the chance to make choices and create visual meaning. Collages also introduce many children of materials of contrasting colors and textures. Displaying the completed art projects in the classroom shows respect for children and their development. It also invites celebration of children's creation by parents and visitors. Remember to print the children's name and date it on their artwork. Along with art experiences, block building and sensory experiences are important open-ended learning tools for young children across wide age ranges that aid in development and self-expression. Blocks are probably the most popular material in an early learning center. While playing with blocks, children's interests are captivated and their thinking skills are challenged. They develop hand-eye coordination, building their vocabularies, and develop math, science, and engineering concepts. Children's block play becomes more complex as they grow older and move through the 7 stages of block playing. Sand and water play are often referred to as sensory experiences. Most preschool programs offer sensory experiences, and activities can occur indoors and outdoors. Children find pleasure in these unstructured fluid materials. This type of play fosters on a child's imagination and also encourages social interaction as children play side by side or with one another. Now let's review what we learned. For young children, art activities are important open-ended learning experiences. Through their own creativity, children express their ideas as well as their emotions. A good art program fosters independence, models art appreciation by offering feedback to the children about their work, uses praise that invites children to respect the value for each person's work. Children move through 3 distinct stages as they build art skills. Knowing these stages helps early childhood teachers plan activities that reflect children's skill levels. The teacher has an important job in guiding art experiences. The teacher will decide what types of activities and materials and techniques will be introduced and used. Art experiences, block building, and sensory experiences all use open-ended materials to provide developmentally appropriate activities for young children. That wraps us up for this episode. You can learn more about this topic by reviewing the resources posted in your course. As always, if you have any questions, please contact me or your instructor. Thanks for joining me, Miss Trott, as we learned all about guiding art, block building, and sensory experiences. See you next time.